all this personal development work, all the different workshops that are out there, seminars, peer advisory groups, masterminds, all the things are about enhancing our EQ.
Right.
And how much more exciting and effective essentially is it to have a team full of people who all do their own deep transformational work and are in the process of raising their EQ. And because those people tend to have a similar vocabulary, right? So you're able to be vulnerable with them, and you probably have picked up on certain keywords that YPOers use, and you can use those terminology to really help them kind of drop into their, okay, Shiv's going to be vulnerable with me right now.
Right.
And they can drop into their heart space and be able to receive that.
Yeah, and it doesn't even feel that complicated. I feel like they're constantly there, like when we're talking, that's where we start.
That's that's the baseline.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's how it feels. And obviously we've had a relationship for a while, so that probably is the reason why that it's so spontaneous. But the fact that I can go to them and just say, look, I feel really emotional about this. I don't know how to process this. Right? Like usually I can logic my way through a problem. And I see the logic and I get it. And I'm still I have this knot and I can't get over. Can I please have some feedback? And, they just help me process.
Talk about vulnerability.
5 minutes. Yeah.
Right.
And all of a sudden, I'm so relaxed 5 minutes later. I feel like my mind is working the way it should be for the company, I'm innovating again. And that's my baseline. So when that's missing, I just know I'm stressed. And so I'm so grateful to be surrounded by, emotionally intelligent people. Because without that, it's just so much more complicated.
And what you just said is so powerful. Essentially, by doing that inner work for yourself, it allows you to be more innovative. And I totally agree. By centering and grounding, you're way more effective in everything that you're doing.
Right.
You're way more creative. You have access to a lot more information in your mind from the universe, whatever you want to call it. And you're just incredibly effective because you're more present with the people you're with.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you can pick up on information. There's so much information, as you said, there that is not verbal. On the flip side, if you're not present, if you are stressed out, if you're not in your heart, you're in your head, you're not taking care of yourself, there's going to be miscommunications. It's going to take longer. Things are going to go the wrong direction. There's going to be a lot of rework, all of those things.
The friction just goes through the roof.
Yeah.
And that's where I was at earlier when I started, when I was talking about my co-founder, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have any of those things. And so now looking back, I wonder if I had this type of mindset, it feels like that would have been a solvable problem, right?
Wow.
But not having those is just
And now you're so committed to it. And that's because you're doing such big things in the world and with your company and with your team and all of those things. And you're carving out a good chunk of your time to have multiple coaches, masterminds, peer groups, all of these things. Most people say, you know what, I don't have time. I just don't have time for that kind of stuff. And they put all their energy into their business. And, it's fascinating to see the people like yourself that are doing that work. And it's an and scenario, not an or scenario.
Right.
Way more effective in their business, especially when it comes to the creativity and the innovation, exploring areas that, no one has explored before.